right, Oval fans, you know the drill. Thumbs up, subscribe, bell notification button, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Now, the question for this particular video, and kind of going back briefly to episode 25, in my review, I said that despite the epic mic drop moment of Diane, for real, one of the best scenes I've ever seen in a Tyler Perry project, for real. I mean, like the energy of the room, the performance by the actor, it was a great scene overall. And not just Diane, but like everyone's reactions, from Hunter rushing from the Oval to get to the press conference, to Donald trying to stop Diane, then stopping himself from being seen bursting through the door, then him, Alan, and I believe somebody else holding back Hunter from doing the same thing. When Diane saw Ellie and then was calling her out, and then like the way the press was reacting to that, amazing stuff. And not to mention when Ellie got on stage to kind of clear the air. But there were just some elements of the episode that really didn't feel right, from the roof being abducted to the topic of this video, Gayle and Jason, the fact that they kind of went too easy with Grandma. I mean, Jason makes sense because he realized, oh dang, I did something really foul, I can't be gone too long, I gotta handle this. I'm going to be honest here. I don't know exactly how Jason would have planned on getting Jean out of there, but with him kind of knowing every nook and cranny of the White House, I don't know how, but I think he could pull it. I think he could have pulled it off some way, somehow. But anyway, the reason I bring all that up is because of the fact that Gayle just seemed to go too easy with Maude. I was expecting more of a fight, or at least stall tactics. I was hoping that maybe Brian Winters would have been one of the agents would have been like, excuse me, first daughter, you having your attorney here waiting for you? And I would have been interested to see how that dynamic would have worked out. Like if Maude still would have tried to force Gayle to go with her, or she would just play the waiting game. And then maybe if Gayle was able to interact with her lawyer, then perhaps Jason would have been able to figure out something to do about the Jean case. I don't know for sure, but overall, I think it's safe to say that Maude is going to do some form of torture, whether it be emotionally, physically, mentally. I don't know, but there's no way Maude is just going to, oh, we're going to go to the cabin, we're going to fish, ride horses, and sit down and talk. I mean, you can make the argument that she would lull them into a false sense of security by doing those things. I could just see Gayle, oh, this is so boring. I'd rather be back at that hellhole, the White House, than be here. I'm trying to emancipate. And as she said, the more that she resists, the more that she fights back, the worse her punishment will be, not just for her, but for her brother as well. I think Jason will be the one who follows protocol, because obviously he killed someone, allegedly, and needs to clean up the mess. And in this situation, he's like, the longer we're here, the longer my situation is going to be hanging over my head. And unbeknownst to him, he doesn't know that Jean's body has been discovered. So the question is, imagine if Jason is following the rules and everything. He's trying to get up out of there. And I wonder, here's how I think things might happen. Again, I'm just trying to play out the scenario. Season 2 will start filming within the next, oh shoot, it's already the 26th. Damn. Yeah, season 2 should start filming at either sometime this week or early next week. So basically the end of July or the start of August. So season 2 is prepping soon. Just keep that in mind. My biggest question is this. With Diane causing such a ruckus at the White House, if her press conference might drop, I wonder if I wonder if Maude will hear anything about that. And how about the situation with Jean? I mean, we only saw at the very end of the episode, the one maid had discovered the body. And the question is, what will be the fallout from that? I think it really depends on who is the first person. I believe Miss Laura is the name of the maid. I wonder who is the first person she's going to run into. Will it be someone who will be as concerned to help out Jean? Will it be someone like Kyle? Will it be someone like Sam? You would hope it will be Sam, because you got Miss Laura screaming. I'd imagine, and again, maybe I'll do a separate video on this, but I'd imagine that with her freaking out the way she is, maybe, you know, in the midst of Sam and Priscilla just having their moment because Priscilla caught Sam, you know, with a stiffy, uh, the only situation serious enough to break up what kind of fight they're having would be Miss Laura screaming and like, Priscilla, Jean's dead. Wait, what? So I'm guessing that in some way, shape, or form, I imagine that going back to Granny's, maybe Jason and Gayle are on the cusp of going, okay, fine. You know, I can't really do a good Maude impression, but okay, well, little ones, you're finally in line. It's time to get you back to the White House. Gayle, we finally broke you and your brother. He learned quickly. He never even fought back even once. Yeah, so we're going back to the White House now? Yes, we can. And imagine if they get if Maude gets like a phone call or something like that and is notified that Jean was found dead in Jason's room, and then Maude finds out about that and she's like, is that the reason you were playing good little boy, because you wanted to get back to clean up your mess? Well, never mind. We're going to make the punishment even more severe. So I'd imagine that that's what would happen. Either she gets the call before they leave for the White House, or they get back to the White House and then she finds out and then they have to go back with her again. Holy crap. That would be, oh man, because that would be an interesting way of keeping Gayle and Jason, I wouldn't say out of the story for most of the season 2, but at least, you know, out of the White House for season 2, because let's be completely real here. What do they really do for the story? When we're being completely honest with ourselves, I think this is a great way of not only getting Jason and Gayle benched for a while, but also getting to interact with their grandparents more. Like, hopefully we get to see the grandfather, we get to see Victoria's father in the flesh, as opposed to just over the phone and just having his name dropped. So I wonder if Maude is going to basically break them in like they did Victoria. I mean, she did with Victoria, and we know how Victoria acts. So if she can get Victoria in line to the point where she's behaving like, I mean, you could argue that the way that Victoria acts around her mother is kind of like how Jeffrey used to act around Veronica during the early seasons of The Haves and Have-Nots. Side note, I appreciate the feedback on my episode 1 recap. I think you all like that a lot, so I will be doing another one this week. Same with Loving You Is Wrong. Keep your eyes out for it. I don't know what day I'm doing it, but they'll get done. Because remember, this is our first week with just Greenleaf, so I got plenty of time to fill in. So basically, I'm guessing Maude will, I don't know exactly how she's going to do it. I mean, Victoria said she was shipped off to boarding school and whatnot, but even then she was still hated by her family and she tried to rebel during her teenage years. So I don't know exactly what kind of torture Maude is going to be putting the kids through, but like she told Victoria, hey, I'm ready to rest, relax, and, you know, enjoy my final days. But to actually have to interact with the grandkids, I'm guessing that it's going to be something extreme. I mean, anime example here, you look at how Goku trained with King Kai, Goku trained with Kami, but then like years later when his friends like Piccolo or Tien or Krillin, they would train with the same teachers, they would be put through a more intensive regimen than Goku was in order for them to get stronger. So in this case, I feel like the same thing will be done with Maude and her grandkids, because, you know, she wants to just relax, vacation, enjoy her husband, but she has to deal with these monsters because Victoria can't keep them in line. Oh, also, I forgot, she mentioned that she's going to take care of Victoria when she's done with the kids. And another element I want to throw in the mix, because I think this will be interesting character development, what if Gayle and Jason, after their ordeal with Maude, maybe they won't necessarily love their mother, but what if they come to understand her more? It's like, wow, Mom, after everything we went through with Grandma, I can see why you behave the way you do around them and why you treat us the way you do. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not saying these 3, not counting Hunter, these 3 will be like a loving family or anything, but at the very least, we might actually see more understanding between them, you know? Like, I'm not there's a lot of stuff, a lot of foul stuff that's been done between these people, so I'm not imagining like a Brady Bunch or Full House group hug at the end, but overall, this will be some interesting development, to say the least. But I'm sorry to ramble on. Like, I know this video was kind of all over the place, because originally it's like, okay, what exactly would Maude do with the kids? But I feel like there are so many different elements that can come from these people interacting. You know, like what if Gayle actually what would it take for Gayle to break? I mean, she's already lost Picky, and you know, with Jean gone, you know, there goes her inside source of trying to find out what was going on with that. But yeah, I don't know. I want to put this out there. Didn't Kyle? Okay, I want to throw this in. I want to throw this in the mix. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Kyle film when he was shooting Picky and his crew? Again, I could be remembering incorrectly, but did Kyle? I think it was Gayle's phone. Wasn't he filming the death of Picky's crew and then Picky himself? I'm guessing that because I don't believe that Gayle ever got her phone back. Kind of like Barry. Remember at the early parts of season 1, after he got accused by Gayle, they took his phone away and they never gave him back the phone. I'm wondering, what if Gayle's phone recorded the shooting? What if Maude has that? Like Gayle, she'll deal with the torture and everything, but seeing Picky die is the thing that makes her break. I think that is going to be the thing that breaks her, because Kyle gave Maude the phone, which could confirm further that Kyle is the mole working for Victoria's parents. So I feel like Picky's death will be that breaking point. Boom. That's my theory. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.